Upper semifinals between FNATIC versus Team Liquid. We got my boy, the legend Nats versus another legend, Chronicle, man. For the OGs, you know this is a very special game, man. Get ready, bro. Get ready. Remember, the winner here will qualify for Masters Toronto. The loser is not yet eliminated. They will go to the lower bracket. Here we go.
Let's see if he can lead them to victory over FNATIC. As you were saying to me earlier, Tom and VCT, the O3s don't go their way. That's a sneaky play by Nats. Right up the rope. Goes past one and takes him down. FNATIC, though, trading blows for the most part.
1v2.
Left Boaster alone.
Okay, cool. Nice shot. Hey, my friends, now check it out. The sponsor of the channel, Enable.com. Enable.com is a gaming marketplace with 40,000 gaming products, including new and old titles with the best prices in the market. You can buy Riot Points to get the skins of your dreams with the Valorant gift cards, Xbox Pass, YouTube Premium, and much more. Check it out, the link in the description.
Oh, this is a tough position, Nats. So he's got the close range angle. He's being spotted. The decoy blinds him. Great play by Kayak. They'll get themselves towards the site, but now the rotations are coming in, and there's only 12 seconds to get this spike planted. Pressure. Oh, Camo picks up 4. It's not.
I love that.
It's not Nats doing it.
Beautiful, man. Yo, this kid's getting better and better, bro. What a player.
Close enough. I'll take that as a prediction. You know, I'll add it to the challenge.
What a player, bro.
Give it to you. Flag on the play.
Replay?
I like that. Just they know that a lot of the time Chronicle is going to be isolated, so they go aggro. I say they. Camo goes aggro, finds that opener, and then from then on it is basically the Camo show, just being able to hold onto that site almost solo.
Flash coming in from Kayak. He's got his gate crash to get right onto the side, so he might look like he's a little too far away. Alpha here, though, paving the way. Only the one to be found, Kiko.
Okay, Chronicle Viper's pet.
Start to this map, the battle between himself and Alpha.
Demo has ult to counter it.
Be highlighted. You imagine Alpha has the upper hand. Certainly recent performances on this map, some of them have looked great for him. Camo on his way through. He's got the flash to work with. Going all the way to backside, just opening up the info for his teammates. Viper's pit, though, put in as the pressure's applied.
He spotted everybody, though. He knows that the majority are locked towards the backside, but they have missed out on Crashies potentially slipping the net. He was looking to just round that backline. But
that's him, man. That's him. Did I fake TP on the Viper's pit?
I like the idea from Camo. He faked out that he was the decoy, but he couldn't quite find Chronicle.
Bro, the guy's insane, man.
They've got him eventually, though, and Boaster falls with him. Crashy's now up close, finds one.
Oh my God.
Up to half, and he knows that that player had to come off the defuse. Biding time here. Kiko trying to force.
Oh, Crashes is clean, man. He's a clutch player, bro.
But it's Crashy.
Ah, yeah, that's beautiful, bro. But that was insane.
Solid round from him. As said,
yo, Camo, respect, bro. Respect. Low-key. I love that, bro.
Everybody, but the one player that managed to slip through that pit.
They didn't even show it.
Hold on to ground.
But that was fun, bro.
They ended up winning it. I think just the surprise factor of where Crashies ended up being. And what we really
they have like
seen sort of the
printed the maps and shit.
Early take. They've done the same with Chronicle, already making that rotation.
Ooh, he
missed. Needs to be connected, and while Camo has to just escape that one.
Oh, Kiko's down.
Dead to
Body 4. Big ults in play, man.
Unfortunately for them, Crashies is just quick enough.
Imagine if it was here again.
There were 4 ults in this round. FNATIC have already used a couple of them. But with a post plant and a man advantage, it's a good spot and an even better.
Okay, that's a clean run by FNATIC, man. Remember, this is Team Liquid map pick, and they'll be broken now, man. Zero kills in the game. Gotta save this, buddy.
He's seen them. Snakebite's gonna go down. 30 seconds as well. This utility is gonna delay them by a little bit.
I like the use of the dimensional drift. I think going in this late to a round, you need to know where your opponents are. Kayak trying to make things more awkward. In fact, even looks to try and take the duel. 15 seconds. Nats is the one to find the kill, and even a showstopper thrown in, which does eventually catch out Crashies. 10 seconds. FNATIC have left it so late to try and get something done, but the spam actually helps out, and now needs a little bit more. But straight through the smoke.
Oh my God, what a round to aim, man.
Down that planter.
This is the same sort of play we're looking at. Players on the extremity holding, and then aggression in middle. Now the reposition from Camo as he gate crashed out with the utility on his way, but when he swings in with that op,
good kill by Crashes, saving his teammate there, saving himself too.
A player down, but the B site that they're looking at already has reinforcements. FNATIC rotated into heaven to cover this off. Snakebite down from Nats. He's getting aggressive, they both are. They're waiting as the smoke fades and take down Crashies. That's the spike right in front of them. Nats picking them off.
Hi, Legend, get ace, bro, get ace.
Already an ace on the cards. It's Kayak to deny, but the round goes to Liquid anyways.
What are the greatest, my friends? What are the greatest?
That's just popping off. We've seen it so many times throughout this last few months.
Panda.
He's been having a
always with him, man. I used to have a Panda exactly like this one, bro, when I was a kid.
Crashes was unfortunate.
But then one day, my dog
that your opponents
said no more.
Run back into your crosshair.
Should kill my Panda both sides. Showing the stats here for you, my friends, since they are not showing in the game. They used to show in the webcams, not anymore, and now we don't even have webcams, bro.
Fantastic all the way through.
Okay. All is.
Even implementing it.
Well, you only had one tech pause today.
And still looking like they're one of the favorites to make it to Toronto. That's what's on the line in this match. Both squads.
Big game.
Looking to play in
the way we like it.
Crashies under pressure.
Big pistol for FNATIC.
It's Camo going in for it, but Kayak's there to greet him and plenty of players to swing with. A big fight on the backside.
Only 0 left.
Still under his belt. Kayak may have pulled him across the line here. Hungry for that international
low
appearance.
HP. No chance, bro.
32 HP is the last man standing. Coming in with a
actually no chance.
The pistol will certainly help you remedy that right off rip. With everybody on high HP, this is quite the challenge.
Trying to find an isolated duel. More Boaster is exactly that. Well, okay. At the speed of sound, Alfia. For now, though, not much of an investment. Nats with a little bit extra on the Ghost.
Flash.
Okay, then.
Nats doing his best Chronicle impression. It's not quite a classic, but it'll do the job. With Team Liquid taking down 2. A rifle in the hands of Camo. This round is far from a certainty for the defenders. In fact, this could be a major upset.
Bro, what was that thing? What happened here?
They could have bridged the gap.
What's happened? You're gonna lose an equal round?
Miles apart. Team Liquid looking
oh
like
my god, this is better than winning the pistol, dude.
Booster who stands in the way. I mentioned he was tied up for the highest clutch percentage.
Okay.
Meaning a lot more than his opponent. But this one, they're playing it perfectly.
Yeah.
Contact, a big
oh
swing,
my god, but the forbidden round.
6 now.
Look at the guy, the classic Nats.
Spot on with that. And the play coming through vents. They'll send players back in that direction if they're spotted. Oh, this is it.
Oh,
Nats walking up there looking.
He got one. He
actually gets one before going down.
Crashes Nightfall.
Luckily, Crashies was spotting that area too, but the pressure on now. Rotate in from Kayak. Op is in play, and Crashy stays
surviving his bag, bro.
Great play to get them the
gonna buy so much time.
Connected.
With the pivot towards B.
All 3 of the remaining players. Crashies has just maybe won them the round individually. He's bought time for the remainder to rotate in. Stuns, gravity wells being thrown through to slow Liquid further. And now the clock coming up to just 25 seconds left for them to try and make a move. Liquid need to get into this site. And in fact, they've teleported almost directly onto an opponent. The swing
crashes again.
Although Crashies still standing, and Serial once again left to try.
Yeah, no chance. Not even time.
Let's be honest, I don't think there's any world in which he manages.
Man, what a run by Crash. Get one more, bro. One more.
She's the first point of contact. And
Legend.
Well, what a round from him.
Phenomenal defense from Crashies.
I like Crashes a lot, man.
And now just one.
I always thought he was insane.
This is what we want to see. Some of these factors coming online for FNATIC, slowing down as well. Over on the other side for Team Liquid, and this was a round with a lot of danger, with Nats lurking up behind them, finding that fantastic position, and what could have, and for many teams, would have been 2 players dropped in heaven, a sight lost, and a round.
Is that the FNATIC mouse?
It's his re-aggression as well. Liquid and well, it is a pace change. They've been very good at these sort of low by faster pace rounds. Whoa!
Fake kill, bro. They got the side, they can plant. Serial Cosmic Divide.
Crashies there, and it's actually going to be the opener found by Camo. 5 HP. Well, he's gone. Another's gone.
Alpha Year stepping up when he's needed. Kayak pulls it back into their favor, and again,
Man, Serial only had a sheriff.
Serial's only got himself a pistol to work with, but it's Nats. He's been here before, but now he's been spotted. They definitely have a read on his position. He'll still win the fight. They've been isolated because of that ultimate. Serial.
Bro, the timing that is crazy.
Is being spotted out by Kayak. The site control theirs. Although the Star will buy a little bit of time. In fact, it won't. It doesn't quite catch them. Oh, it's a bit of a disaster.
Once again, but this is where the rifles come in. This is where I kind of expect the pause to have had its effect. A fair few ultimates ready. And already, Alpha, yeah, he basically just had to shoot down at his own feet, but that is Camo gone seconds into the round.
Yeah, hand delivered, the Prowler goes up, and when it doesn't get contact, they think that the space is free, but what a nasty surprise it is as you hear that voice line delivered. And a rocket fired in. Two players down below.
Ay, that's going Chronicle.
With the spike.
Man, this is gonna obliterate Liquid Economy, bro.
But he had the backup, and now they've got the spike.
FNATIC now in good position to win the map.
He shot at Chronicle. So Alfio is just the spectator.
Wait.
Serial finally deals with.
Wait. Oh, what a throw! What a throw!
Now the spike, as you said, is in a.
Okay, they're fine. They're fine. Chill, Mundi. I want to control my friend.
Paddy has a lot of utility, Mitch, but I don't believe in this one.
No, I mean the position's now down on bottom mid. The only thing going for him is they don't know where he's going to come from.
FNATIC likes to do some crazy things.
Big swing
against his own team. Maybe he can do something even more special.
He can isolate the first
no
duel,
chance,
but
no chance.
Handled an Alpha here. He knew he'd done damage.
20 kills for Nats, 18 for Chronicle. The two legends stop fragging, man. What a beautiful day. Oh my god, he's not stopping, bro.
Has just stepped up with a
and dude, this is TL map pick, by the way.
Position to say the least, but with Nats and Camo gone, that it's about as good as it gets. Maybe you would have wanted to take Kiko.
I wonder if Kiko's gonna play Jet on Icebox.
They have this round sewn up. They know exactly where their opponents are. They've trapped them into the tiniest of boxes. Well, maybe if they went vents, there'd be a chance, Mitch, but they're not going vents.
So many things they could
Man, I would love to watch Fracture roll between the two teams.
On the rafters. Whether that was a call or whether he took his destiny into his own hands, we'll never know.
More Chronicle. A lot of the time, Mr. Impact has been taken out. Pressure on the other side. No way!
Win that, bro! How you dare do that to my boy, Alpha?
And what would just about keep that man advantage alive. FNATIC have taken B main control.
Should have been in prison, bro. That's a crime. That's a
going in that
crime.
Either. Already, Serial.
Oh my god.
Another.
I didn't like that, bro. I didn't like that.
Making this into an advantageous position. You wouldn't think it with the way that the round started.
Not for ace.
But getting into that post spawn, the only thing they have to worry about is main.
Can't believe they lost their.
I want to see overtime, bro. Overtime through maps.
But he does pay a price. He's down to 6 HP. Makrashi's falling. This round is under threat. They group up. Alpha, Yer, and Kayak. Two duelists we highlighted coming into this. Alpha is the point of contact, and he had a chance against Kiko there. Just about misses the ship. His poster falls. It's looking like this one is already done. Just 6 HP in it. And Alpha Yer, I was going to say, looking to maybe save, but of course they don't really
Not done yet, bro.
They've got plenty of credits, and it's 12-9. Posters here. Left that gap in heaven because they're confident that this is the right play, and now it's confirmed.
Showstopper. Poster has so time is low.
5 seconds, flash out, but it's Kayak to fall.
Oh, Nats has so man.
Chronicle not landing his shots either, and now they're wrapping around the side. He deals with that, or tries to, but Camo with another has opened up this side. A plant.
Oh my god, can he plant? Can he plant?
Inside of Alpha Yer though, it's a target-rich environment.
GG.
One as Poster sprays.
Oh my god, there's no time. It is over, bro. Just like that. This is how it ends.
Is locked in. FNATIC take their opponent's map pick, and now just one more to send them to Toronto.
To be the dream comp, but it still has the Sage in it, so you know, FNATIC are still Sage believers. Maybe they'll convert some others into Sage believers. I am yet to be convinced. What I am excited for is we do have that Kiko back on the Jet. It didn't necessarily work out too great last time around, but some of the peak performances I've seen from him was on that roster. And wow, yeah, a very different team. A very different looking Team Liquid back then. Yumpy, in fact, playing earlier today.
He was, wasn't he? And that's, I think, bringing a little bit of a different flair to the IGL role. than what we would have seen back in that day. Team Liquid, defensive start here on Icebox. And FNATIC, well, we don't know what to expect. This composition coming into play is going to be a lot of fun to watch. They're on the attack, and they've already lost one. It's Alfier falling to Kiko. He was having a lot of success with this very same head-to-head, going back to split. But in the end, FNATIC were able to climb their way back. For now, a 4 versus 5, the same challenge for FNATIC.
Jack of all trades and master of pretty much all of them. Chronicle back on the initiator. It's always exciting to see what he can do. Potential for more aggression, but also allows a lot of different variations of them getting into the plant, post-plant, and more importantly, the retakes. I still think that's where that Sage Wall can have the majority of its value. It's been a while since I've seen anyone rezzed as well. You kind of forget that ultimate even exists with how things have been going recently. The Kiko fight not going too well for either side, but the plant is going to be coming in. Oh, no, it's not.
So you thought. So you thought, but the nade goes in. Now here's the wall. A little bit of safety to get that plant in. An orb, oh, it was not quite thrown through. Boaster falls, Chronicle in the same spot, and it's going to be hard for Kayak to fall back. He has to battle around this wall, and he's doing so with great success. Only one left, and it crumbles just like that. FNATIC 1-0.
So it seems like Kayak might not need to play the duelist. I think it'll be all right, lads. I think it'll be okay. You know, just coming in straight away with that. Like, the worst thing is as well is they knew exactly where he was. Like, he was stuck behind his own wall with just a crispy couple of shots.
And obviously he has the wall, so he didn't buy himself the Sheriff. And that being recovered over, and it was...
Him being up here isn't the biggest shot.
I'm back.
This site for so long. Kayak, immediate trade. Nats does well,
Just to see, just in time to see this beautiful shot.
This round, it looked like an impossibility. Serial trying to fight on that cross. Still not able to get the plant in. Nats looking to come in from above. Has managed to get another in Serial.
The legend, Nats himself, bro.
This round started off bleak with
a terrible start to a map that Team Liquid looked like they were going to win the opening pistol. And actually, them stabilizing is now being in a pretty reasonable spot. Ammo, I mean, that is not pretty. Caught out by the salvos. His support taken down too as Kiko falls. It's a 5 versus 3 and an immediate advantage for FNATIC.
He just tried to catch the timing, running through the salvos, but that has not worked out at all. The sheer level of aggression is met by the patience of this FNATIC squad, and Alfie already looking comfortable once again. Only Serial standing, and sure, he gets his man and another.
Viper's Pit for A, and even the Gecko ultimate sent down B as a recon. That'll be available late round if they do end up with this retake.
The switch up though, the immediate move towards middle. Like after having both sides pressured, Panitek though is there to try and hold the line. He's done well and has Nats alongside. The man who left his pit to try and support. He's still Alfia though, but look at the position of the spike. It's not going to be easy, the reuse of that Thrash, just to clear out any information that they can. It doesn't quite catch onto Alfia, but Crashy's getting out of this position alive should be very difficult. While Kiko makes sure of it. It is ult spam to say the least. But I say I don't mind it though. Like, well, when you're 4-1 down, your economy's on the brink.
Man, there's that dog that he comes here at my house. I call him Caramello.
Already finding
and man, he's like my dog, Sasha, boyfriend.
Of their own, so
the two, man, the way they play together is just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. One day, if you guys want, I will show you the videos.
The shot went, it looked pretty close. How is Crash? He's winning these fights. He's picked 2 players.
Every day he comes here to see her. Every day.
2 players now making a walk in towards A. Only Serial here. Doesn't have an ideal weapon of choice. He should at least be able to deny the plant, but he's being wrapped on. He's got to be incredibly careful, and having to give away his position eventually will be taken out.
Really nicely played. They were isolating themselves, but now, buying time for the flank, but Nats is ahead.
Chronicle versus Nats. The Chronicle, what are you doing? He didn't want to kill Nats.
Look how
good friend, good friend.
Is. He needed them to stay alive on that site to buy that little bit more time, and he's walled out by his own teammates' wall. The snow sage.
Yo, thanks for now, bro.
Tom, these rotations have come through. Team Liquid.
Okay.
4 players ready for the fight.
Oh, already. Camo goes. He was low.
Good shot, man.
There with the trade. Plant.
No charges left.
Has come through. potential for the res. There isn't going to be the spam. It's actually Kayak that goes down. In fact, they all start to fall, and now the only man standing wants to lurk. There's still a possibility. Both players need to cross, but the operator looking to hold, and in fact has already made it round that corner. Althea needs to get a move on. In fact, I don't think there's going to be anywhere near enough time, even with
they got a
nanoswarm. That
it was tough for Alpha, to be fair, but it was pretty tough.
The lead.
And money on FNATIC, not that great, man.
Attempt to cross. So now the pit is
do they commit here?
He's got a shorty to play with. The downside is that
still has lockdown too, man.
It'll force them way back.
Oh my god.
Nano to cover them on the cross. But
look at this game, bro. Look at this game. Princess gonna play. Shooting matters.
They're able to cancel that out. Now a problem is Nats is stuck on the site, but is the defense going to be good enough to keep him alive? Yes, it is. Serial buys them that little bit of space, and with the pit up,
his friend died.
Response, a pit in the other direction as Boaster will try to starve them of any space to play around, and it looks like it's working. They've ran into Kayak.
What is this wrong?
Swimmingly for FNATIC.
Man, I watch Valorant like every day.
It's halved already.
Sometimes I feel fucking lost in this game, bro. Imagine who doesn't play the game. I cannot understand shit, man.
Down into that 1v1. Nats trying to stick it all the way through the wall. Crashies goes.
He's a clutch player, my friend. Has always been a clutch player.
Few seconds, and that's what it takes for FNATIC to win themselves around. Again, just an attempt to try and re-aggress before they even get to the site. Spike will be dropped, but Althea responds in kind. Looking for a little more, but Kayak is there. And while only one standing camo to face versus 4, it's looking like an even half, but there is still one standing.
Have to get that plant in. Looks like they're deciding to just run it down. It's the right call. They've got the numbers. But
that was nice, Kimo. That was nice.
Close as the scoreline in the end.
I think that's going to be difficult for them to face again.
The only thing that I know is that this pistol, as always, is very important, bro.
Now it's the plants that they'll be looking to push back. Team Liquid deep in with Kiko. He's been getting aggressive on the defense, and no change here on the attack. The space taken can already get them a plant. Kayak spotted down underneath.
But low-key, I want to see Fracture, bro. I think he'll be a legendary map between the show.
But Kayak up to his old tricks here in the pistol. It's a trip.
Ace. I can see it. I can see it.
Versus 2. He goes in through the orb, wrapping around, but it's not enough, leaving Serial on 1 HP.
Anti, bro. Anti.
This time goes to Team Liquid.
Man, this is a big piece of RTL.
You look at him, 17 and 9 on the Sage. It does feel like they're going to be having reses galore throughout this matchup, but it wasn't enough this time around. I'm genuinely shocked at how much he was able to get done with the classic. Just a lot of distraction as he spins on a dime, but ultimately it's Liquid to come out with an all-important pistol round.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Deja vu not far away from kicking in. They're already 2 in a row here. FNATIC got a bit of an under 2 play. This was a gap that Team Liquid left on their defense, and they're exploiting it immediately, already in kitchen.
There's a lot of players around this spot.
This is an interesting round.
Really being able to deny it comes down to both
trade.
Do the damage. And what we've spoken
big
about
one, Captain. Big one.
Individual level going through the roof. 2 quick kills. And wow,
they know.
Sneaky. It's not as sneaky as he thinks. Kayak watches him.
Man, the round was dangerous, bro, but Poster won then the round. 4v5, my friends.
Just 2 away.
Retaking for FNATIC. Kayak still has ult.
As FNATIC happy to play the retake. The res there.
Taking one man, special for TL.
Taking contact.
No money.
But look at this setup on backside. A high-low coming in from Camo and Serial. And it will be disrupted immediately. The salvo's doing well to put them on the back foot in this initial fight. And all FNATIC need to do is trade. Crashies goes down.
That was nice.
Serial picks up the double. It's Camo to trade out. And now FNATIC on the back foot. Kayak having to do it all again. But he's got the res to bring Crashies back into play. A valuable player indeed. No ultimate.
Time.
No salvos just yet. It's wall in hand.
I hate it. I like that.
Well. And the defuse needing to be stuck at least a half.
Crashies the clutch king. There's always time in Valorant, bro. Don't not worry, FNATIC fans. This was a big round.
Spoken about it so many times within this matchup, but Crashies
prime crashes, man. Not just today, bro. He's been back for a while. Like my boy, El Diablo, he's back too. Put this guy together. They might win Masters.
What an attempt from both Serial and Camo to turn that round in their favor. And even FNATIC towards the
insane,
end.
bro. Insane. And he got Armageddon too.
Time was left on.
Oh, look at Buster. He's fired up, bro. I don't think I ever saw that.
A lot of awkward positions to fight from. Alpha up above has already managed to clear out 2.
Man, I need to focus on my posture, bro. Focus on my posture, man. Keep it good, man. Keep it, you know, solid posture.
In fact, the Viper's Pit's going to be invested. Now, they expected this. 2 Stingers on the other side. Normally, that's an absolute
I want to do some deadlifts today, man, after the games.
Hey, that does
with
damage.
cautious, my friend. You know, like very good
Look
stretching,
how far back Nats is playing,
not much
allowing
weight.
FNATIC and Kiko to be the one taking,
you know, just
these
to
duels.
get back on things.
Nats falls back, but Kiko still
Oh my god.
Blade Storm, but he won't land the shots.
And the round is actually getting close.
Drops him with the wraparound from FNATIC, not expected. They are thinning out the herd, leaving it down.
They're gonna win the round. They're gonna win the round. What?
There's nothing more dangerous than this Viper.
I mean, FNATIC money is not good, bro.
Into them. The Stinger, the one
Nets is a legend, bro. The round's never lost when this guy's
on
playing.
The board. Team Liquid back in the lead. And you know what? You said it, Tom. Pretty good with the hero rifles.
That was the hero Stinger that brought home the Red Bull clutch. I also think you have to look at the importance of that 1 kill here coming through from Kiko, because it was actually the usage of that Armageddon.
That's the ult being held and now responded in by Chronicle, who I think has caught one. Yes, indeed he has, but FNATIC is still up close. He's defending. His stun. The salvos barely avoided. A sliver of health left. Good flash. Patty's blind. Goes swinging deep, and they'll get another rifle out of that.
Another drifty. Another drifty.
Real opportunity now. They've pushed them back to belt, but the ranged fight with the recovered rifle, that stands well for them, and the walls block them off. At least for now.
Didn't expect that, huh?
Bro. Falling leaves this round in jeopardy.
Yeah, this always too strong, bro. Okay.
With an easy defuse and a well-fought response.
Man, no wow for the retake now.
They've been doing with Teo. Sort of
Ayaku zombie to get on top of the box.
Has helped them out massively.
You should run.
Crashies, in fact, has been huge, but this time they don't have the counter lockdown available to them. Last time out, they were able to buy a little bit of extra space to get into position. Instead, Liquid have used this to get positioning of their own. In fact, look how far forward they sit.
They've got no utility. They have to make up for it with the Brawn already dropping Boaster. That's the Viper's Pit out of play, and a lot of the hope of this round having already fallen. Kayak has a res. He's going to use it. I thought maybe they would let this one slide, but no, they want to battle. Kayak with the self-heal, but he's taken down, and now Crashies with it all to do. It's Nats dancing.
3 rounds, man. 3 rounds for Liquid.
And it is over.
On the brink here, Kayak. He's as close as could be, but Kiko and Serial immediately find openings.
Bro, this is a save from FNATIC already. Oh my god.
Yeah, they've pushed FNATIC to the limits.
To deny them the plant. But
okay.
Kiko managing to get
so
far forward.
Kiko.
And even hearing some of the steps, it all comes down
big heal, man.
It again. The second time he's managed to eliminate.
Crashing. Has ultras on the planet. Has missiles too.
The main thing,
bro, the timing will be so low.
17 seconds as they go.
I don't think they have time. Did they? Bro, there's no time.
Salvo's still online. They could deny this plant.
There's no time. If you combo with the missiles, no time.
This round, Salvo's already sent through. Here comes Armageddon. It's going to be a deeper plant, but not deep enough. I think it'll actually just about get in, but they're swinging in for the fight. The battle with the knife to close it out for Chronicle. A heavy investment from FNATIC, but one that they are happy to
crying, bro. I'm crying right now.
He knew that the plant had to be stuck. But taking steel out there is a bold maneuver.
What was that, bro?
To a gunfight. I think he just ran out of bullets. But
man, the POV from the guy was funny too.
Ludicrous round, but yeah, that was just perfect from Crashies again. Like, we could talk about the kills, we could talk about that he isn't necessarily on the feet. He forced them to reposition time and time again.
Seba.
I think maybe just.
Oh my god, bro.
What am I doing, bro?
That's a wonderful question, my friend.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Yeah.
At 11 to 11.
What am I doing?
Thrash also available. Kiko is just looking to brawl, and he has Nats alongside him. This is not a sneaky beaky lurk. This is a run straight down mid play. And already it has ended in an even scenario. Straight out with the Thrash, but Serial's the one to give them the advantage. A really good opportunity here for Liquid to take the lead.
Uh-oh. Kayak's been caught. Luckily, Chronicle hasn't, but while he's busy defending his teammate, there's a flank all the way around. I'm not talking about Crashies. I'm looking at Kiko on the other side as Crashies falls.
Bro, map point for Liquid. Map point for Liquid.
Very much in jeopardy. Up the steps he goes. His timing perfect. His position.
Ah, bro, you pay back, bro, pay back.
Nor the third weapon in his inventory.
What?
As Chronicle is left.
Bro, if you lose this series and don't get a knife kill, you're gonna feel worse, bro. Trust me.
Team Liquid have landed themselves at 12th round, and they want to take the weapon out of his hands. 12-11, overtime guaranteed. I think perhaps an adaptation from
FNATIC, man, always holding these singles, bro. He's doing whatever he wants, bro. A lot of freedom for FNATIC.
Definitely going to make things a lot tougher. It's not like the other side where there's a sage wall or something to respond. The response that is there is
GG OT, man. I wanna see Fracture, but I also wanna see OT. I don't know.
Sent through, and while Camo is going to be caught, there's not really anything that can be done by that. It's just whether or not they can punish him.
That's the thing. I mean, they can definitely get up there, but they're being slow about it, and there's a player already waiting for that swing. Camo
didn't expect to be a player there.
No longer detained and able to take down Alphayer. A problem brewing. Crashy finds one Viper's pin, but they're on him, straight on him with the shorty. It's denied as Kayak tries desperately to pull this back, but the position of Kiko, it's too much to handle.
But what was that from Most?
With it all to do, a 1v2.
What is happening here, bro? GG.
From the
We are going to Fracture, my friends. Get ready. That one will be legendary.
It's a battle.
And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, activate notifications, leave a comment.
Time over in this stage.
Check it out, and I've got call links in the descriptions. This helps a lot, my friend, a lot.
The early setup looks to be a punch.
It is time, dude. They decided the final map. Win here goes to Master Toronto. Loser goes to the lower bracket.
Certainly is.
Okay.
Kayak.
Start. Not just
The kid, man, he is becoming a star player already on his rookie year, my
With one
friends.
from Alphayer, it's all on Serial, and it's off him very quickly.
I'm glad they banned Lotus. Bro, I'm tired of watching Lotus low-key. I want the map to be gone, bro.
As if the last two maps
I'd rather watch Fracture.
That pace is not stopping, though.
Liquid certainly not coming in cold after Icebox. A dangerous position for Camo, but he's safe in the corner. Yeah, they can't spam him out from there, and Alphayer not quite safe to go swinging in. The box is in his way. Camo gets a second lease of life. Normally players would be down and out in this position. And the Molly, well, that's forcing him into an awkward spot. The spam's avoided again. I mean, he is in a number of situations where he should be dead to rights. Third time lucky for FNATIC, not quite.
Kill gets out.
Going
for Mar.
Now coming through the smoke for a little bit.
He gets the kill. 3v3.
A phenomenal round. He'll finally meet his maker, but around the side is.
Oh, I thought he had that too, bro.
Signed, sealed,
Oh my
delivered the round.
That's that he's playing Vandal, bro. He played like he was a phantom.
The funny thing is that's always the problem with this Liquid squad. You feel like you're dealing with the problem when you take out Camo, but your problems have only just begun, because while you're dealing with this maniac running around through smoke,
sick.
Nats is sitting waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That 1-2 punch takes the round home.
Let's keep it going here.
Already
Maybe it's a pass play.
The economic damage that has done. Boaster down to a Bulldog. The opposing side of Nats even realizing the situation. Every single player
It's good for the guys to see the stats.
is currently sat with light shields.
Bro, I wonder why they're not showing the stats here. Like, doesn't make sense. Every region does it. Like, giving challengers from anywhere
so far
in the world, bro.
Scoped in, looking for a target, but they're not going to be peeking. They've got traps and a camera. A
Tier
smoke
3
right after
shows the stats, man.
Gifts away that destruction. Alphayer, though, very sneaky spot. He's looking the wrong way, but he still grabs one. That's all that you can write home about, though, as Team Liquid run riot over the site. Find themselves a plant as a result, a man advantage to play with.
If the plant goes the way of
Okay,
Serial
I'm
as well,
for
that'll be the
crisis
Armageddon. I said that ultimate in post-plant is utter filth. He's not in the greatest position for it, but it might not even be needed. Crashes with the trade. As said, he carried them last time around, but not
Tried
this
the
time.
Duarbala. Didn't work. Chronicle gotta save money on FNATIC. Is not good, bro.
Looking to try and get in behind them. In fact, it is a double up both times. Both teams, in fact, doing exactly the same thing.
Oh, yo. Oh, Neo, bro. Neo, observer.
Man's land, but just hiding, hoping he gets his gun back.
A Boaster getting destroyed. Right past one goes Camo, and he will be dropped in the end. As Alfier finally gets his reward, but they don't know about Kiko, and they find out the hard way.
Crash has got to save money on FNATIC and not good, bro.
As well.
All 5 players in one spot. They're not lurking, they're not playing across the map.
Boaster lucky to be alive, bro. That was dangerous.
But they are just looking to send it in as a unit.
Not the best jump spot.
Camo stunned up, but he's up against
no scope, no scope.
It needs to be the quick pick, and Kayak gets absolutely nothing. He's found the opener for the squad once again. The
TL is looking clean here, bro.
He's doing his job every time.
I remember so many great games with Boaster, Chronicle, Nets here on this map, bro. Like legendary games, bro. Masters and champs. Seeing them now together here makes me happy.
Picked off another though. Now there's no need to go aggro.
Special game, special moment. And they gotta save this, buddy.
Go and save. That might be the call. I don't know if Chronicle's gonna get out of there. Smoke's gonna fade. Player already pushed past. Nats is dead to rights. It's a clean kill for Chronicle.
Bro, they are not saving.
And the round still.
Oh my god, Crashes.
Liquid. And the same old story. Crashies left to save this weapon as the round fell apart almost before it begun.
Yeah, let them go, bro. Let them go. Bro, can you imagine one day a player getting tilted with his thing and start like throwing abilities off?
Into practice at least.
Like not carry?
Nothing's worked.
And then a guy stand up and like hit his face, bro.
See if it sticks.
I can see that happening in Brazil. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised.
The A site's already been lost. Trapwire.
Would it be me?
Okay. Good kill for Boaster. They've dodged the ult. Already a decent trade out to start this. Under pressure, but he's got support. Never mind, he doesn't anymore. That's the rifle putting in work.
Finally, we've seen Crashies in a position where he can do some
This is the round that we made?
They managed to avoid him throughout. Camo, though, still looking to fight, spots out Chronicle, and makes it look easy. From a 4v2 to a 2v2. And he's looking for that little bit more.
They almost lined up.
Now it's left all on to FNATIC. And
Crashes again, the savior, the clutch king, bro. Oh my god, give this guy a medal.
Solid map for him, but he needed to dig deep to win that round.
Yeah, man, I mean,
yo, Crashes, you are a legend, my friend. And Crashes too, man. Who remember the game between Gambit and Envy? Crash was there.
Every fight.
The grand finals.
But it just doesn't seem to matter. Boaster does well at the start, but in this 4v2 that Crashies brought them to with that initial fight, dodging the trade and then taking them out as his teammates fall.
Boys, let's go.
That might put the win back in the sails of FNATIC, and damn, you better hope it does. 6
Man, you can see like how much this game matters to these guys, you know, like this is a big game, bro, big game.
They've been able to pick up.
Look at the scoreboard, 11-4 for Crashies. He seems to be the man at the moment. Well, Kayak has done well. There's so many hearts being thrown through. They left them in a trap. While the
man, look
this time
how one clutch, one player can change the game, man.
About the mentality for FNATIC, but if they can stop,
change the momentum, change everything, bro.
Making their way into the sites with ease, this can become a very different half. Already a 2-man advantage, but Site looking to fall. Well, Nats is always careful, but Kiko wasn't. And now Serial, all that remains.
And now, man, 4 rounds for FNATIC. This is not a bad half, bro.
That he's just been rooted
already not a bad half.
Dropped in early on before he can have the impact.
They can still get 6.
Right on that horse, Serial.
He was looking ugly, bro. Now it's kind of okay. It's kind of okay.
On main, as he's waiting for these players to overpeak in front of him. They're just waiting for their teammates to come up behind.
We've seen this already. The same for Liquid in the last map. It took a big round for them to get back into the game. Nats under pressure, but still seemingly thriving within it. It's only going to be the one, but the trade immediate on the other side. Camo once again dancing in towards the opponent's spawn. Chronicle, he's tucked in. FNATIC is completely unaware. That will be a plant for Serial. Bear in mind, that is his ultimate online. Well, at least it will be once he's no longer suppressed.
But Serial, he's not backing off to play the time to play the ult. He's sitting on the side. He's tanking that utility down to 70 HP. Blinded up as well, and his teammate not quite close enough to the smoke to help out. He'll drop after just one. The pressure on to Kiko, but he delivers right when he needs to. One picked up. Chronicle trying to stick it to half. In fact, he's going to get it all the way there. Forces the fight with Kiko. Kiko sees he's not defusing, running this clock down. The time
Kiko!
on his side. And the Red Bull clutch found. Team Liquid.
Look at the kid stepping up. Against a legend, bro. Against a legend.
Maybe a necessary one, but we've mentioned it before there.
Let's go, Liquid. The crowd's chanting.
Versus BBL.
My friend Darix is happy right now.
FNATIC can be a different beast. Never down.
But it's not over yet, man.
We've seen them.
And you know, FNATIC, they like a comeback, bro. So
away from the duelist we saw.
You know,
both
anything can happen, my friends. Anything, including nothing.
FNATIC will want to try
Could
and
have
that.
Tech pause here, bro. To get me in next week or month. I don't know.
A little bit lower. Kayak finally in the right place at the right time, but stunned up, and immediately two teammates make that him as well. Gone FNATIC again.
But yeah, but yo, 8 is good. But 8 is good for Liquid. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He's a man of many moments, Mitch, but
not this one.
Are you sure?
Rolling Thunder, Armageddon online. And they're just sending it. There's no waiting around. They are going to blitz him with utility. And FNATIC throws himself at it too. 8-4.
Oh, making the owners of the org very happy indeed. Who stand in their way are the masters of the comeback. FNATIC
yeah, the masters, the kings of comeback, bro.
3K will help them out.
Can they do it again?
Last year
Can they do once more, bro?
Rounds. And a disadvantage here in the
Don't
pistol.
go anywhere. We're gonna find out.
He'd been putting up 3Ks, 3 in a row, but now he's put to bed early. Damage onto Alphier in this 2 versus 2. Oh, he's almost finished off by Nats, but the wall gets in the way. Still a chance for FNATIC, but time is ticking. They need to force a fight, and Alpha successfully takes Nats out.
The new player.
He's had a rougher performance so far, but this
both are solo.
To bury the hatchet.
Alpha is stepping up when they needed the most, bro.
15 HP. The pistol for FNATIC.
Bro, Siri got the hardest part, bro. The hardest skill I got at.
Trailing by 3.
Yeah, they needed that. They really needed
Let's watch
that.
Alpha
Bring the energy
POV.
back up, but more importantly, just the distance that would have been built between them and Liquid at that stage might have been enough to put this to bed.
Next round we play, my friends. Alpha on fire with a 4K, bro.
He took over that duelist spot and was frying just the same.
Yo, that was nice.
It's been
It's kicking, it's kicking. It's gonna give you wings, bro.
Either find one or at a minimum survive this engagement. Spam, not the best idea. 3 players ready to fire right back and confidently swinging into main. Boaster, another player with a slower start when it comes to
this round here, the comeback. Oh my god.
The walk up as well. From
Oh my god, bro. They are actually doing it again, bro. Again. 35 seconds, my friends. 35. Only came there.
But he's got an angle around.
Okay, I can punch him. I can punch him.
Stun hasn't landed on him. Fired with great success. Rolling.
Oh my god, the kid's on fire.
And he's forced into
That was
the open.
close.
Eventually, he will.
Only Chronicle left.
FNATIC's here to pick
The
up
legend.
the pieces. This is his map.
Oh, he thought about using the Rolling Thunder. But he's too low, man. He actually thought about that. He actually thought about that, man. He stopped because he thought about it. Not worth it. What a legend, bro. I would use it.
9.
He looked at the operator being brought up in the last half for Kayak, and I think he dreamed of having a round like this.
Yeah.
Like genuinely being able to isolate fight after fight. The early pick onto Boaster, the second one on a player sliding through, and okay, eventually he needed a little bit of help from the Rolling Thunder from Pat.
Start that rotate to the other side fairly soon. Ultimate already committed, but it will be returned on. Armageddon from both sides. Nats actually catches Alphier with the late lurk. His patience wins out that opening duel, but it's traded out quickly with FNATIC down and a Rolling Thunder committed to the site. You have to rely on that cross being held by Camo, and he's doing a wonderful job.
He is, man. He actually is. He actually is, bro.
To put double digits on the board for Team Liquid.
The stats, my friends. 10 for Team Liquid, 8 for FNATIC.
I don't even know. I think it was literally like 0-0-1 or something stupid. Like it was as small as it could possibly be. Well,
Okay. Boaster
is not looking to stop.
of the strike.
Back-to-back 3Ks, back-to-back rounds.
He's feeling good, bro.
But he has some support, or at least did. Now completely isolated. The utility is enough to finally.
Nats got out, but he's on 8 HP.
8 HP too. FNATIC with a good chance. A solid early fight. The wall tripped, baited out to start this off. Kayak's got a big battle up in heaven. And he's won it too.
Yeah.
But not still clinging
Got
onto
you curious
life.
there, man.
Look at the north side though. Look at the push coming through from Serial. He almost caught the spike, but it has managed to evade him.
Okay.
Just now went on the rope to south, but FNATIC cleaning up Kayak brings this back into the realm of possibility. Nats popping the ult, he's 8 HP though. Even the pistols could take him down with ease. He has to be careful, but what he has done is bought time for Serial to reposition,
when Serial has missiles,
to deny this main aggression.
That was the goal. Doesn't want to allow them to cross. They're not going to do it when they don't have the guns.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. They're now going to make their
Oh
move.
my
Nats
god.
incredibly low, already dealt with. FNATIC isn't much healthier.
What a tense game, man.
It's going to come down to what Serial can do on this cross. First goes his way, but he's also tagged. The HP firmly in the favor of the FNATIC players as they finally make their way towards the site. But as one of them is planting, the swing is going to come out, but nobody connected.
Crashes!
Find both.
Man, look at the impact this guy having, bro.
So quickly. It has been a back and forth series. all the way
We stand up and it die.
See you
Good
later,
punish
Nats.
from Kayak on the Legend Nats, my friends. 5v4.
With his
If you Liquid
utility
lose
still
here,
down on
they
the
will be
ground,
broke.
It's gonna find
This round's
absolutely
worth two for them, bro.
It's primed.
Kiko up the strike.
The stun in as well. It's perfect. Can both get out? No, he can't. A lovely combo of the Brim and Breach. That'll be enough to make things even.
Kayak has ulti.
Planted.
So,
I don't know if we'll
misses
see
up.
it. The rifle should be enough. Camo's looking for an opportunity, a pick to be had, but nothing offered up. If he had his ulti, it would be popped. But he's gonna have to do it with the operator instead. Crashies on another one. It's a wall bang through to Kiko. Serial does well with one. And the tap there, putting pressure on. Someone has to swing.
Oh,
and it's
what a
out
shot,
the air to
man.
do it, but
Yo,
no,
Serial,
it's
what a
going
round,
the other
dude.
way. It's all onto Chronicle. The clutch needed, and it will not
Look
be
at the
found this
rookies,
time.
man.
Team Liquid.
Actually, Camo's not a rookie.
Right back, right
He is, bro. This guy is.
His ex-teammates in Heretics. They're the squad to make it through earlier in the day. Already. Oh,
What? What was that, bro?
This is a few pieces missing, but
Oh my god, the run just started. It's already over.
And even the party piece of
They're saving already, bro.
Pop two heads. Actually buy. Like, it looked like they had the credits to do so with the 2 guns saved, but they've taken a lighter purchase. But they do still have one ultimate online and the other close. Immediately straight through the ultimate. Well, that's about as easy as a kill is ever
Bro,
gonna get.
look where he was, man.
A bit of a mistake. That was Crashes' ult that he tried to get through. Didn't make it. Look, because
Ay,
Serious
ay,
about to throw his
ay.
into the mix. Basically executed his own teammate, sent him to his death, and handed Nats a rifle, who's now chasing after Boaster, looking to run it down.
Okay, they got a
Crashes
trade.
Has to rectify. Manages one. Serial wins a battle with the Classic. This could be match point for the side of Liquid.
They didn't
barely
even play it, bro.
There was only a few guns into this round. At this
Oh
stage,
my
there's nothing
god.
the Chronicle can
They
do.
won the round. They
Just
won the
goes to
round,
but
bro.
it's too late. 12 to 10.
One round away.
Away.
Match point.
Say it, say it. To qualify for Masters Toronto. Say it again. Another Master.
That round
Oh, I thought he was taking off, bro. I thought it was a tech pass. Don't do that to me.
To get aggressive like that, Kayak looked like he was surprised there's a player there. Well,
No
he's
cuts
not gonna
anymore.
be
Now we
all
go
busy.
into the end.
It's more the fact that I don't.
My wall worked when it has to work now. With perfect timing.
Legend.
Guess
Slow
getting
down the
cramped
rest.
behind it. And he even chases him down. That was the thing. He knew that the player was isolated because of it.
Want some
It's a
team, my
mistake
friends.
in a round that
You
could
guys bring
massively
team?
cost them. I don't know if they were playing off the element of surprise, but the only person who looked surprised was Kayak. Maybe the direction of the ult caught him off. Maybe he thought they were going to be pushed towards him. I'm not sure, but we have to move on.
Even tanking the damage, getting
Here
through,
we go.
the surprise could be
Straight
worth
in.
it.
But this time Kayak has been able to find the opener. Crashes in the corner though, caught off. The ultimate doing the work. Chronicle immediately trading things out. And although the weapons were weaker, he's now found an upgrade.
Oh. Okay, Alpha. Yo, yo, yo.
Moment to step up. He's found one, but not ready for the second.
What a game, bro. What a game. Privy to.
Back for main a little quicker than expected. And the 4v2, the almost certain victory, now put into question. They fake the steps. No, it's a full rotation to the B site. No, they're going to trip the wall. That's the idea here. Give them fake information and then go on the rotate back, and it's worked. Nats is already leaving. Kiko is sitting on the site. Either way, it's going to be an isolated fight, but he's realized, great read from Nats. No one's there. This is a fake.
Kiko,
This is so tense, bro.
the MVP
1 round, man.
30 seconds left.
of kickoff. It's going to be under pressure. Still plenty of flashes, stuns, a Molotov as well. An orbital strike, 1 away. If Boaster gets the kill, it feels like the round is already sealed. As Kiko sits in this back corner, it's not necessarily checked on, but even still they dance past.
We go again, bro. We go again.
From the side of FNATIC.
Stats, my friends. Actually, you guys just saw the stats.
Shaky. There's weaknesses here. Now look to exploit.
Bro, I'm nervous.
Nats'
Imagine the
ult could
coaches,
bridge
the
gap.
players,
Yeah, and
the
more
family
so.
of these guys.
I think that's why Camo is the right.
The fans, bro. The fans.
He gets his ult. Maybe he can juggle that off. Instead, he's going to be up front, even setting up a stun. They're looking to try and just put him into position. But after the initial denial, nothing found by either
Actually,
side.
when you are playing, you don't
Stalemate.
feel nervous, man. You know, you're
But
just
this
so excited.
disadvantage goes to Team Liquid here. They're keeping 4 players towards this side of the map, and FNATIC have to re-aggress. They're going to do so with less of that punchy utility. Deep flash, orbital strike put into play, though. That's going to force them forward. It forces
Nowhere to
Camo
go.
into their waiting arms. He couldn't get out of there and had to go in deeper. The stun
Kayak!
perfect from Kayak.
Started the
Sets
making.
himself up for success, and the round.
Rookie, serial killer.
Serial. He had a shaky start to this map and a chance to recover.
Oh, only him, bro. Only one of the greatest players in the world against 2 of the other greatest players in the world. Oh my god. Only legends left.
Yeah, they have time. They didn't need to run it down into the site. They didn't need to take the fights without their weapons. Maybe
He heard all that, bro. He heard all that. 30 seconds on the clock.
They're able to fall back
30
and
seconds
look
left.
to refight this.
Ball still in play. Razorfine's still there.
Together, together. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. We go together.
Every single
Yo,
time.
yes, Molly, 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 Molly.
Nats is already repositioned. Chronicle's gonna get
Wait
isolated,
along.
though. Maybe thinking it was a little bit deeper, and now 15 seconds. There's not really
It's on the hand of Nat.
to run it.
Boosted!
Anyway, IGL, the IGL. Boaster keeps them in the map.
What a time to step up to the
What a
plate.
time, bro. What a legend.
The
Talk
time
about Booster, my
could have
friend. It's one of the
solved
greatest of all
problem.
time.
The
This man's
Razorfine's
special, bro.
won
He
this
is the most
perfectly.
consistent IGL of
He
all
was there
time.
just in time to catch them. Serial. Gave them that
Jesus
chance.
Christ, bro.
Oh,
You've not seen that
Oh
side of
my
Booster
god,
for
bro. I
some
love
time
it. I love it. I love it. Best moment from Booster
They
ever.
dug deep
Better
when
than
they
the
needed it
dancing.
most.
I like
And now,
angry Booster. I
overtime
like him more.
locked
I like him more.
yeah,
Fuck yeah,
Nats
dude.
from that position. Boaster stuck behind a wall. You look at the scoreboard and
Oh my god, bro. I would time out after that one,
was it.
bro.
That was Liquid going to Toronto instead.
I'd be brave a little
It's
bit.
OT. The climb back from 8-4 down, the climb back
Bro, after that, we cannot even think.
12-10. FNATIC have been on the back foot all the way up until now.
Shit. Absolute cinema.
They do their best work. Both players stunned. Actually, a somewhat isolated Kayak. He has support from Boaster, but it's a little bit further behind. Needs to find a fight, and he gets it. That's Nat's gone.
Leaded from the round, indeed. Coming from the smokes, though, is Kiko to level the playing field. Chronicle manages to answer back north
4,
side.
the 3.
Late flank coming
The
in.
FNATIC.
Very late indeed, and that's why
The
FNATIC
kings
pumped the brakes.
of comeback,
They got
bro.
the advantage, and they're going to let
They wanna
these
do it
players,
again, bro. They
Crashies
wanna do it
and
again.
Alfie here, try to carve out some control of their own. Not wanting to go up the rope and into heaven. They're waiting for a peak. They're waiting, knowing Team Liquid will look for information, and knowing their utilities coming online soon. Both
Only
come into
Patek
play
left.
at exactly the right moment.
1 round
Falling.
for FNATIC
Is there
to
for
go
FNATIC.
to Master Showroom, bro.
Boosters on
He's
his
like,
feet again. They
he's
were just
everywhere, bro.
moments, seconds away from defeat, from watching Liquid.
Bro, I'm not gonna cut the video. Look it. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Their tickets to Toronto.
Feel the energy. Feel the flow.
Instead, it's FNATIC who are close to filling out those forms.
There's one.
Any cut right now would disrupt the moment, bro. Cannot do it.
Wasn't-
The fuse, the fuse, the fuse.
if there wasn't already a back-breaking round.
Calm down. Gotta be cold now, bro.
Entirety of this map.
I want the longest OT ever, bro.
24 was the one.
Stakes are high.
One round is all.
High, 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 high.
Book that spot. It's been a turnaround since kickoff. Not the performance they were looking for. Crashy's rise to prominence. And Kayak, no doubt, becoming one of the best duelists we've seen in the league. But Liquid still stand in their way. Let's not be silly. This has been a back and forth series all the way through. This is not done till one wins by 2.
Far.
Which you guys prefer? The Valorant one or the one in CS?
5 players standing, most of which towards this A site, but they're sending 2 back to B.
I like the OT in Valorant,
FNATIC
bro.
have pumped the brakes to great effect. They've baited out the wall. They didn't push on the back of it. 50 seconds on the clock. Rotate comes back in. 4 players here to work with. Stuns go through. So do the salvos, but Nat still has a safe angle. They might not expect that. They've seen him now. Boaster and Chronicle finding 2. This could be it. The final domino set to fall. Team with FNATIC on 1, but he's immediately traded out. It's Camo who has to find success. The spike right in front of him.
Alpha
on the floor. Alpha here has to.
Liking the pistol, liking the pistol.
Camo in his way.
Alpha! He's the man, bro. He's the man. He's Alpha. Oh my god.
To Toronto.
What a legend, bro. What a legend.
Defeat.
Congrats, man. Yo, congrats to both teams. I want to see both teams in Toronto, bro.
The history of this squad. 2023.
Well played, guys. Well played. Amazing game, bro. Amazing game. Leave a like, subscribe, activate notifications. Leave a comment. Check it out at number.com. Links in the description. I see you tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna do a DG game now. So if you wanna watch it, that's more video for you today.